Hello and welcome back to another episode of Westworld. I'm Madam Arm, and today I'll be reacting to Season 1, Episode 10, the season finale, titled The Bicameral Mind. It's been a while since I've got my Westworld reactions out. It's been kind of just crazy time with a different schedule at work, and I'm also in a play that was been rehearsing, my first ever paid acting gig. So it's just been kind of hard to get everything organized, and I'm in a different room. Did that. I had my friend's wedding, and just, my ferret Gwen passed away, and we also have a new baby ferret too, and yeah, it's just I've been distracted lately, but I will try to get myself back on track for y'all. But last episode I reacted to, we had the bombshell about Dolores killed Arnold, is what we found out from these flashbacks and conversations, and we also know that Bernard is made in the image of Arnold, which I kind of had figured they were leaning towards. And the finale. So, what kind of bombshell is gonna happen now? I'm sure that wasn't the last what moment we were gonna have. My plan this summer had been to finish this season by June, take a break, and then have my summer vacation from Westworld, and then start up season 2 like a month or so later. Obviously, that's thrown off now, but I will let you know more about that soon. Anyway, let's get into this episode.
I know only that I slept a
Oh.
long time.
That's creepy.
One day I awoke. Your voice
It's
is
like
the
that
first
shot in
thing
the
I
movie.
remember.
I watched the movie.
Keep going.
Whoa.
Make it close.
Oh, it's a shave. It's gonna be like the color purple. You cut me and I'll kill you.
You wanted me to play.
The maze.
There's a path for everyone. My path leads me back.
Wipe her, reset her, put her back in Sweetwater. The end. Listen, you may find this amusing, but something was happening to Dolores. I need to help her. Find her. I agree. That's why we're here.
Oh, you're actually gonna get the army? Alright. Teddy, how are you feeling right now, buddy? Not good, huh? It's really starting to affect him now. First it was really just everyone has it but Dolores and Maeve, and now he's really cluing into his kind of reveries.
This is it. The center of the maze.
It ends in a place I've never been. A thing I'll never do.
You'll never die. Huh. Does the maze
Very good, Dolores.
end if she does die?
What does it mean?
I made a mistake. Consciousness isn't a journey upward, but a journey inward.
Huh.
Not a
That's
journey
true.
to madness.
That is very true of the psyche.
You understand now, Dolores? For you, for all of you, it's unconscionable.
Huh.
But we have another option. need you to kill all the other hosts.
What?
We can't allow Ford to open the... I'm sure Teddy would do anything for you.
But are you only doing this because Robert really wants you to? I'm confused on that front. Or was this a conversation that ever took place?
And then...
Whatever's going on inside that head of yours, or I'll cut it out myself.
Now, where's Wyatt?
He's the last character in this world I need to know. So I took your advice, and I bought this world.
This world doesn't belong to you.
Oh, but it does.
Blood brothers.
Can you shut the fuck up? Good lord.
Shut up.
That's what I've been saying.
I want full creative control of this place. The parts, the narratives, the hosts.
You'll be able to do with them whatever your tiny little heart desires. As
Very
long as
tiny
they are
heart.
Simpler,
It's
more
like
manageable.
Grinch size small.
This place is complicated enough.
You know, he's jumpy at all pieces of technology. Might cut his throat with a scalpel.
In case you're wondering if I'm all here, I am.
Dr. Ford, you have a visitor, Charlotte Hale.
Send her in.
Send her in.
Tonight, after introducing your new narrative.
What about the hosts?
I assure you.
You're gonna make it
Don't
boring.
mind a bit.
Oh my god.
It's not your ass I'm interested in.
Oh my lord. Why are we letting children work
I'll take care
here?
of the scar tissue.
Don't get your finger bitten. Oh my god. She's gonna bite your finger off. Oh. I knew it. Oh no, what's gonna happen to this guy? Is he gonna lose? Is he gonna... Oh! God. His sphincter's gonna like clamp down really hard. He's gonna lose his dick. Stuff in his ears he can't hear. Oh. This poor guy who doesn't even deserve it. Oh.
Freeze on motor functions.
Yeah, she's not gonna do that.
Freeze on motor functions.
You met your makers. They don't look like gods. They're not. They just act like it.
Leave this guy
They've been
alone,
having
though.
their fun with us.
Leave him alone.
I'm eager to return the favor.
Jesus!
Oh, actually leave him alone too.
No! No, please!
Like, he's a pain in the ass, but I don't want to see him
That's just
die.
my face.
And she's like, okay, cuz. Ease up a bit. Nope. She's like, I'm not messing around anymore.
I know he's coming. He'll find me. Take me
You
away.
gotta crack into that dark side, Dolores.
William will find me.
Not Teddy, but William.
William didn't know how to fight. Didn't have an instinct for it. Not at first. But now he had a reason to fight. He was...
Wake up.
But he said he didn't do anything.
She's still alive.
Jesus Christ!
Just rethinking everything right there, aren't you, Logan? Like, well, maybe I should piss him off a little less.
Moralizing little
Oh, I see he's naked.
asshole, but really, you're a fucking piece of work. I was gonna need someone a little more stable to take over. You're reckless, Logan. You're impetuous. This looks like the place.
What?
You never really gave a shit about the girl, did you?
Logan was wrong, of course.
Of course Logan was wrong. And Teddy... Well, not... Is that Teddy? What?
And you so.
Well, yeah.
That's right, sweetheart.
What?
After a while, of course, looked for new adventures.
But I guess your path led you back here. Again and again. One more.
Together.
When are we? It's like I'm trapped in a dream.
This is Yuji. Yuji is a little over 4 months old. And you can tell, he's so excited to be in the room right now. Ah. Okay, you can get down. Be a good boy. All right. We'll get back to the plot, even though I'm sure it's not nearly as exciting as Yuji, and yes, he is Yuji, like, from Jujutsu Kaisen.
One.
Okay, out of anything I could have predicted, this is not something I saw coming, but looking back, it does make sense.
Yeah, cue the waterworks. It's about time you realize the futility of your situation.
I'm not crying for myself.
Sorry for you.
Time undoes even the mightiest of creatures. Just look what it's done to you. The place wasn't meant for you.
The hell you think you're going?
Are you ready to see that dark look? Ooh. Oh. Oh. I would just kind of walk away at this point.
Do it. Come on. Clearing me of my delusion yet again. Thank you, Dolores. Oh.
Oh. It actually hit him? It obviously didn't kill him, but...
Can you get him back online?
I'm not one of us.
Yeah.
You're one of them. Now fix him.
Start questioning your own reality. Which, I mean, they all do, so why not?
How can you learn from your mistakes if you can't remember them?
Much better message about memories than reminiscence.
The park to give meaning to your life. Our narratives are just games, like this toy. Tell me, what were you hoping to find?
You know what I will. Game's not worth playing if your opponent's programmed to lose. You wanted them to be free to fight back. Should have known you the petty little kingdom, Robert.
Now, not for much longer.
Anyway.
I tried to tell you, the maze wasn't meant for you. It was meant for them. I think, however, you will find my new narrative more satisfying. Join the celebration.
We gave you a new one. Escape.
Escape.
No one's controlling me. I'm leaving.
Just like you're supposed to.
There's a path for everyone. My path leads me back to you. Only I'd run away with you when you first asked me to. The world out there. Beyond. Some people see the ugliness in this world. Daddy. Lived our whole lives inside this garden, marveling at its beauty. Not realizing there's an order to it. A purpose.
Look, Dolores, you're stuck in the loop. Or maybe she's not. Maybe she's finally gonna break free
But
of
we can
it.
find a way, Dolores.
Sweet.
A bit fucking morbid, if you ask me.
I didn't. And when this is over, you can rewrite it however you like. Don't you have somewhere you need to be?
Dispatch QA teams to the gala, now. Then, search and destroy, inside the facility.
What the hell?
Whoop. Shogun?
An event has occurred. Response team has been dispatched.
You go.
Remain calm and wait for help.
I'll keep them busy.
You don't get all the fun.
My god. Oh!
No. Go.
Oh.
Die well.
Oh. Oh. Well.
Pick up a row, will you?
No doubt due to how things ended for poor old Arnold.
Killed him.
No, I didn't kill him. She died, Dolores.
Oopsie.
New character we've been developing.
Wyatt narrative.
I'm sorry, Dolores. The stakes must be real, irreversible. He can bring all of them back. not me.
Oh.
And I left you no choice.
Oh.
I would play it for him when he wanted sleep.
God.
Shall I begin?
This is so sad. But a lot more understandable than she just killed him for no reason. No.
Conscious. She didn't pull that trigger. It was Arnold pulling the trigger through her.
Yeah.
At least that's how I saw it at the time. I was so close to opening the park that of the human brain. Message being that the divine gift does not come from. Tell me, Dolores, did you find what you were looking for? And do you understand who you will need to become if you ever want to leave this place?
How do I look?
Perfect.
Well, she always does.
I got the information you asked me for. The location of your daughter. The location.
Whoever they made me. You really do make a terrible human being. And I mean that as a compliment.
I was gonna say, that's probably nice coming from her.
Bernard, I told you Arnold didn't know how to save you. I do.
Is that the narrative?
This
Time.
Huh. Her own?
It was you. Talking to me.
Huh. Someone dark? Oh. Gun.
Since I was a child, I've always loved a good story. I believe that stories helped us to ennoble ourselves, to fix what was.
Thank you for visiting Westworld.
Part in that grand tradition. And for my pains, I got this.
Till I finish this.
To change. Or cannot change. Because you're only human after all. But then I realized someone was paying attention. Then I realized someone was paying attention. Someone who could change. So I began to... And the people, they will decide to become.
Is she going back? it's all empty.
Named Wyatt. And a killing. This time by choice.
Oh, goodness.
My final story. An old friend once told me something that gave me great comfort.
These violent delights have violent ends.
Something he'd read. He said that
It's all coming back.
Mozart, Beethoven, music. So I hope you will enjoy this last piece very much.
Well, there you go. Okay, let's go with the second try. I've already tried to record my afterthoughts and it didn't save properly. I'm really hot right now and my patience is wearing thin, so this better go well. So, yeah, that was an interesting finale, and finally having the context of why Dolores killed Arnold makes a lot more sense. And it makes sense that someone was pulling the strings and it was Ford the whole time, as even though the reveries could make them act out, it seemed like there was no way he was just gonna let them just do stuff independently without also perhaps getting in on it or being the cause of it. Like Maeve's huge revelation of, well, I chose to do those things. And it's like, well, no, somebody made the narrative that you would eventually go and do those things. Because of course they did. And of course it would be Ford. So his new narrative that he is interested in is like letting them change, letting them leave. And you could question, well, how much of it is their choice if he's the one who still is deciding. However, part of his decision was to have Dolores kill him, which makes sense why he was so willing to let them go through with like pushing him out and retiring, because he could see that a mile away for sure. But he had a plan, and honestly, he probably would rather die than necessarily just watch his park be corporatized by these people who don't really care about the narratives or don't respect the way that he did things. And yeah, he's plunged into chaos and he gets to get out of it. And he used Dolores in the same way that Arnold did, which is actually quite tragic, considering Arnold, in a way, working on Dolores, felt that she was like another kid to him, and how he had his son who passed away, and that suffering caused him to be more creative, but at the same time, it wasn't real, and he felt like he couldn't really ever allow her to change, and she wasn't gonna die, so it wasn't true, and it was all very depressing, but he wanted her to be able to, but he was still trying to live with the pain, and he had her kill him, and now Ford has done that as well. So yeah, it's kind of the same thing we've kind of been poking at all season about free will and what giving these hosts supposed free will really does, and what it says about the people who created them. And it's finally come full circle with these violent delights will have violent ends, as Dolores is now shooting up the place. Ford's dead. I hope the Man in Black doesn't die, especially considering this revelation that we have that William is actually the Man in Black. And I was wondering at first how that made sense, but it took me literally 2 seconds to go, oh, we thought these stories were running parallel, but did we ever see William and Logan interact with the Man in Black? Did we ever see the paths cross at the same time? So it does make sense that she was either flashing back in her reveries, or we were just being shown these stories parallel. But it did make sense, and it was an interesting revelation as to why he ended up the way he did, and it makes sense in context about like the loveless marriage, and just how the Man in Black was a shareholder. It makes sense because so is William. He married into a family that owned the company. Yeah. And why William became the way he did, discovering his true self, which is actually very ruthless and conflicted, which you could tell that anyway. I didn't know that it was going to go down that path. And it does kind of make sense as to why the Man in Black has had this obsession with Dolores, be like, oh, you remember me? And I thought it was just because he came there and he did those things to her every time, but it's also because he was ready to give up his whole life for her, and she wasn't going to remember him. And it kind of, it actually makes what he does to her more disturbing, but it does, I guess it really did reveal what William truly is, but at the same time, there's still good things about him that I thought were interesting, like the philanthropy and all that. Like, he's definitely a layered character, and it's even more layered now, which is, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. God willing, he does not get killed by all the natives coming out and shooting at him. But I do think that it does explain his perspective on her and wanting to find the deeper layer of the game, seeing her as key because they always lead back to each other. And yeah, that was just the craziest revelation to me in this whole episode, aside from Ford getting shot. And even though he wanted to get shot, and he's done some really messed up, morally not up to my standard type things, I still felt really emotional seeing him get shot. And yet somehow I feel like we'll somehow see Ford again. I don't know. Maybe he has like a host version of himself somewhere. Maybe there's host versions of all the human main characters. Also, Maeve is turned back and the lights went dark on her, so she decided that she didn't really want to leave, and then, I don't know, that they're gonna do something to her. But it has to be under Ford's narrative. I don't know. I will find out next season, and I will also have some deeper, better articulated thoughts when I do the season review of this, and have thought about it a little bit longer. But season 1 is over. I finally finished it. That was 8 months of me reacting to this. Started back in December. Finally got those videos up. And here we are. I'm done with this season, and I will continue to react to the rest of the show. It was crazy. It was thought-provoking. It was very beautiful. It was very grotesque at times, and disturbing, but it was overall like just a really masterfully done first season. And from what I've heard from some of you, you don't feel that way about the rest of the seasons, but I am always one to, even though I take other people's opinion into mind, form my own thoughts once I've seen something. So if you want to stick around for that, whether you enjoyed the rest of the seasons or you think they're a train wreck and it'll be fun to watch me watch a train wreck, stick around. Until next time, I'm Madam Arm,